Well, I'm sorry. I kind of dozed off and was just too good. I don't know, couldn't wake up. Anyway, um, kind of offbeat on the time. I apologize about that. Okay, received a really nice package in the mail today from my buddy. Well, wait a minute, and I'll explain to you what that is. If you look here, I've spray painted this. Hey, Minnesota Mike. I painted this primer, so now we can do the superfill on the the background. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it off. Hey, good evening, Alexander. Sorry about being late, guys. I didn't know if anybody even be here. I'm just eyeballing it. I want this line parallel with the bottom of the windshield or the window. I got to make sure that I have approximately the same window trim size as the plans have. That looks about 3/8. It's pretty close. Yep, pretty close. So let's get three, maybe four layers on there. That's two. Six watchers. I wonder if my buddy Jim Lynch is going to be on tonight. That's three. Let's go with a fourth layer. Yep, that's four. That's four layers. Feels about right. Normally, when I mold these, I mold them in so that they're smooth. But because this is a model of a real airplane, we're gonna put a ridge on it. One. That's two. I normally take my nap earlier. That's why I'm usually on at 7, but tonight I took my nap later because I was talking to Dan. I just couldn't get up. I got sent something in the mail today by my buddy Jim Lynch that just makes my day. Another little TD-049. This one looks to be, and it sent me the wrench too. I didn't have one of them. I don't fly half A. But this little one has this upgraded stunt needle valve assembly. Feels like a good little motor. Thank you, Jim. Thank you very much. This one is for my half A airplane. Also in that package was an article of a Dick Mathis Pinto. Kind of cool reading. I read it at lunch today. I guess Dick Mathis was a talented guy too, because he's doing gold leaf lettering. Oh, he was a professional sign painter. If you want beautiful lettering, brew up a gallon of coffee and chain Tommy T to the table. Well, I guess Tommy, he's a professional sign painter and artist. Presto, about 5 hours later, you have one fine Pinto. So Tommy T was the sign painter, but I'm going to do the same thing on mine. I'm going to do the gold leaf letters. You got to have all the stuff. The difference is I got to do it because I don't know. I guess I'm too cheap. So I have 4 on that. I got a layer of 4 pieces of tape. That's 2. Please like, subscribe, and share. Super chat if so inclined that these videos help you. 3. I don't have the super tip feature yet. I guess they don't feel that I'm worthy of that feature. Only channels with million subscribers or whatever will never hit that. So we got 4. Please consider becoming a member like Alexander there. Really, I know times are tough. Let's see here. Where is that mouse? Mouse, where'd you go? There it is. Go to this other camera. Two. Exposure. Let's go to frame rate. Maybe that's. I wonder why this thing looks so blue. Out of focus. Chroma key, advanced setting, anti-flicker. There we go. Starting a new month already. Well, we got 5 on. I guess because I was late, my regulars aren't here. That's 4. Dan, if you're watching, get out in the garage and start sanding. Get out of the chair. Shoot, I didn't make these long enough. Crap. Oh well, we'll have to use it on the back half here. I think it's going to need some attention to detail here. This is not going to work out right. So I need to cut that off with a razor knife and use blue tape. So what I did there is the tape is starting to bunch up in the corner. And what I'm doing is I'm using this as a leveler. So whatever I do with the tape is where the line of the superfill will be. So I don't want to do a bunch of sanding. So we're going to take some blue tape here. And we'll get this line where it's supposed to be up on the corner. Why I'm telling you this is it'll pay off in the end as far as the amount of work I got to do. Can't have that going too far that way. So we want that. About right. Kind of a compound angle there. Well, Jim Lynch, are you on tonight? Let's see, we got 15 now. If you're on tonight, it'll save me a phone call. Of course, I'll catch you eventually anyway. Over taped here. So I need to cut that back. There's just no way around it. It's going to be thicker where I don't want to unless I whack that off. There's going to be some sanding on top anyway I looked at it. Of course, there's going to be some sanding anyhow. We'll get the super fill on tonight and sand it tomorrow. Because I only got 2 days left to get it ready for paint. Okay. So now, come on. I might need more than 4 on the sides here. Might need 5. We'll take a look at that here. And get away with 4 around the front and the back. But right here along the side, I need a pretty good buildup. We'll do 6. Or we'll do 5 on the side. So 1 on each side. More. Okay, moment of truth. Let's get the super fill. Hey, Jim, I got the package. I showed it to everybody before you came on. I thank you so much. That looks so good. That is for my half A, and I talked about the Pinto too. Nice article on Dick Mathis Pinto. I thought maybe he was the guy who did the sign painting, but he wasn't. Oh, wrong one. Wrong camera. A little Pinter. Thank you very, very much. Good evening, Marcel. Okay, I have my basic layout. with a canopy frame bottom, whatever. Now you guys are not going to be able to see the let me explain to you how this is going to work. I'm going to put the super fill on. I'm going to smooth it out now. But sometime between now and 10 o'clock, midnight, somewhere in there, I'm going to take the tape off of it and I'll re-smooth it out so that it's smooth and leaves a nice edge. I can't take the tape right off because it'll be too fresh and the super fill will pull off. So I don't know if I should start that tonight or not. Probably not. I probably ought to wait and do the super fill. Now we'll go ahead and put it on there, and I'll take my chances. I do everything anyway like that. So let's get a bowl, do some stupid fill, 2 spoons, 1, 2. So we're going to mix up more than required. Let's see here. Go up. 2 spoons. Never cross-contaminate this stuff. You will be sorry. Get a bowl here. One big glob of ice cream. That should be more than enough, but I don't know. We shall see. I'm going to mix this kind of hot because I don't want to wait around for it to cure so I can get it done before midnight because I'll be sawing logs. So we'll take my partner that I've been rotating. It needs to go upside down again over here. Throw these spoons out. I don't want to cross-contaminate. Time to turn this upside down. Mix this stuff up real good because it's chemical reaction, so you don't want to haphazardly mix it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like I said, you'll notice that I've already primed the canopy so that any of the superfill won't be able to be seen through to the inside. And I've done it this way for years and with great results. Used to do it with epoxylite, but now that we have better material, it works a lot better. I don't think I'd be afraid to even use epoxylite today because I got good at it. And I'm not being overly careful to get it in there because we're going to smooth it off with our finger here in a minute. Got to get enough material to get a buildup on there. Okay. 22 watchers. Like, subscribe, and share. Super chat if this video helps. I don't have super like, so we got to go with super chat. You know, I show these steps on how to do this because when I'm at the field or at the gnats or what, not so much at the gnats, but at the field, I see everybody struggle with these things that are so easy. And the reason for the struggle is not having somebody show you how to do it. Fillets, canopy install. The biggest thing is get on the sandpaper. My God, guys, some of the guys look like their airplanes are sanded with a rock. You gotta break out the paper and keep sanding. And when you figure you got it sanded enough, sand it a couple more times. Because you ain't done yet. Okay, that's enough superfill on there. I didn't use much. I mixed up more than I needed, but that's a good thing. Now I'll get out some paper towels because this is a messy part. I don't suggest you using your good paper towels, but I don't have any other. Now it's a matter of being a sculptor to finger painter or whatever. Took too much out there. A little back. Sheet. I'm trying to hide that canopy, that hard canopy line from the physical canopy. So you have to leave enough material on there to hide that. And it only takes just that'll work. And once it starts setting up and I've removed the tape, I'll come back with alcohol and smooth it with alcohol, and it will be slick as a snot. A little bit more smoothing in there. Boy, I was cutting the Z's tonight. Man, I didn't want to get up and do this, but I figured I owe it to you guys. seeing as that there's nothing good on TV anymore. Notice I use all my fingers, both hands, whatever's handy. And when it gets a little body in it, meaning it starts to harden up, you can really smooth it out with the alcohol. Let her rip. I would say in about 45 minutes to an hour, it will be set up enough that I can remove the tape. And we're not going to be on, but you kind of got to go by what's in the mixing container where it's at, you know. Shoot, I'm out of towels. I think that's the line right there. No, I guess not. Won't know until I start smoothing it out. Well, I think that's probably good enough for the first go around, and in about, like I say, about an hour or so, we might need some more stuff in there. But after the time I eat dinner and before I go to bed, I'll smooth it out. Probably around 10 tonight. So 8. I'm usually off by now, but late start and all. The smoother you can make this, the less sanding you'll have to do, but you're going to have to sand. So that's it. So in 45 minutes, I taped it up and super filled it off. So it's not, this ain't rocket science. It's really simple stuff. Okay. The canopy is taped off. There's each section of the windows. The prime is the canopy frame. So from the inside of the canopy, about a quarter inch from the bottom all the way around, I took a brush and I painted the inside of the canopy gray. I then glued it on. I put the glue all the way around the bottom and I glued it on. That way you couldn't see the glue from the outside. So now the canopy's all taped off and it's all primed so that when I put the superfill on, you won't be able to see the superfill from the inside. So that we'll sand all this off and get it smoothed out, and I'll paint the airplane. And then Saturday, I'll remove each one of the window sections here, and it'll be see-through, and that canopy will look like it was made on the airplane. Hope that explains it. I do the same thing on a full-size stunt, like a F-2B ship. I don't have one. Oh yeah, I do, but I don't want to. It's too much of a pain to get off the wall. On a bubble top canopy, like the one hanging on the wall here. Let me change camera views. Like the one hanging on the wall here. I did the same thing. Painted the inside of the canopy. I glued it on. I taped off the outside of the canopy because there is no frame on this. I then painted the bottom of the canopy, super filled it in and molded it, then painted the airplane and removed the tape so that you can't see the superfill where the canopy was molded on. That comes from experience. I don't expect guys to know that haven't done a whole lot of building of this type, airplane. Even my Tucker was done. They're all done the same way. Every one of them is done the same way. The Nobler hanging on the wall back there, the Tucker. Of course, the Junar has a painted on cockpits or canopy, so there ain't none of this. And the only reason why this is done this way is it's a scale type airplane. I'm trying to represent a scale airplane. Oh, if you followed the other night, I showed that spot that I had right here. There was a spot right here where I took the green putty and smoothed over it. Well, I shot the primer on it and sanded it out. It's gone. You can't see it. So when I paint that Saturday, it'll be perfect. Looks like I've got a little smoothie on this. Can't have that. Get that off. A little alcohol on it. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Is this stuff setting up yet? I doubt it'll set up that fast. I want it set up enough. See, this is still fresh. I want it set up enough like it's rubber. Not, this is like icing, cake icing. I want it like rubber. It'll start hardening up. And at that time, I'll take the tape off and smooth it out with alcohol. But it has to get like rubber. Any other questions that I might answer in the last 8 minutes? It's a big mama. I wonder what it weighs now. Probably, it's a creeping up there. Of course, it's going to get sanded some more. We'll do a bunch more sanding tomorrow. Where the whole airplane, I've only sanded the top of the wings here. I've got to get the fuselage and the stabilizer and get that fixed back there. Of course, we could sand that in the last 7 minutes. Picking up a pretty good shine though. Get this spot right here. The littler block. This block here is a little large. Remember I told you I had this spot right here. That was so minuscule, most guys would let it go, but okay, that was a piece of 320 to knock the top off of that. Now we'll hit it with a little 600 and a little Windex. Come on. We got it. There we go. I gotta do around that turbocharger too. And right there, there's so much sanding left to do, you can't believe it. Most guys are, let her go. But no, I can't do that. Trying to paint this thing with no paint. Paint is pretty thin. Hey, thank you, RC Fred. Okay, you'll get to see that for sure. Thank you very much for the super chat. That helps the channel. And it starts my numbers for this month. So $20 for the month. Yeah, we're making a killing. We got about a minute left on this show. Send a circle. Send on, send off. Sendo, sendo. Happy little circles. The Bob Ross of sanding. And when you're down to this stage and you're sanding with 600, yep, let's go, Brandon. You betcha. I wasn't going to say that till I was signing off, but what I'm doing here is I'm holding it up and I'm candling it down the side of the fuselage to see where it needs sanded. This thing looks like a piece of plastic now. Because it is. Because dope is plastic. And remember what I told you, the single heaviest thing next to the engine on your airplane is the paint. So you want the least amount on it as you can. See how we're doing on the superfill. No, it's still the consistency of icing, so it ain't yet. So I'll have to do that off camera. Probably after dinner or whatever. Yeah. I think this is going to come out nice. If not, oh well, gave it my best shot. Yeah. Little spot there, spot here, spot up here. I need some fingernail files for this. We are June, July, August, September, October, November. We're into our 5th month on this airplane now. So if I can get her done in 6 months, that's doing something. All right, we're a little bit over, but thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for the super chats. And as always, fair winds, tight lines, and don't forget, let's go, Brandon. See ya.